Today we're going to talk about backing up your home folder for the summer. Before we start backing things up, we want to empty our trash in both the Finder and in our email client to save space in the final zip file. To empty the trash in your Finder, we're going to Control-click on the trash can and say Empty Trash. You're then going to click Empty Trash. That should empty the trash in your Finder. To empty trash in your email, open up your mail client, and then click on the mailbox menu item. Go to the Erase Deleted Items menu item, and I would recommend doing in all accounts. Click that, and then say Erase. That should clear up all your trash. Now we're ready to back up our stuff. So we want to open a Finder window. So we're going to click down here on Finder. We're then going to find your name, your username in the Places over here. And we're going to Control-click and say Open Enclosing Folder. Find the house icon, which should have your username underneath of it. Again, Control-click, and then say Compress, and it will have your username here. Once compression is complete, you will find a .zip file on your desktop that will have your username .zip. This is your compressed home folder. Next, we need to see how big it is. So if you click and highlight it and then hit Command-I on the keyboard, right here next to size will tell you how big your home folder is. Depending on what it says there determines on what kind of media you will need to use to back up to. 0 to 4 gigabytes, you will need a single layer DVD or a 4 gig flash drive. If it's 4 to 8 gigabytes, a dual layer DVD will suffice, or an 8 gig flash drive. If you have over 8 gigs of data, we recommend an external hard drive, 16 or 32 gig flash drive. If your backup will fit on a DVD, to burn your backup to the DVD, insert a DVD into your SuperDrive. After the DVD spins up, there will be a dialog telling you have inserted a blank DVD. Click Ignore. We are then going to Control-click on our zip file and say Burn to Disk. Name it something appropriate, like My School Backup, and then click Burn. This will burn your backup to your DVD. Once the burning is complete, eject the disk and keep it in a safe place. If you're going to back up your zip folder to some sort of external media like a flash drive or an external hard drive, the first thing you need to do is format it to be Apple compatible. If you require assistance in doing so, please see your Media Center support person. Once it's formatted, to back up your file, you simply plug in the device to the USB port on your computer and let it mount. It will show up as a disk icon such as this. Common names are no name, untitled, or something similar, or something you've named your flash drive or hard drive. Once it's mounted and the icon is shown up, to back up your zip file to this device, you simply click and drag and drop onto the device. A copy window will then show up detailing the progress of the file copy to the device. Once the file copy has completed, the last step is to eject the media by clicking and dragging the icon to the trash can, which is turned into an eject icon. Once the icon disappears from the desktop, it's safe to remove the device from the laptop and keep it in a safe place for fall. Another option to store your backup file for the summer this year is going to be CX.com, which is a utility for cloud-based storage. In order to get CX on your computer, you need to go to Self-Service, which is in your Applications folder. Once this window comes up, you log in with your normal credentials. And under the Applications category, you will find CX. Simply click this, click Install, and after a short period of time, CX will be installed on your laptop. Once the installation finishes, you can quit Self-Service, go back into your Apps folder, and you'll find an icon that looks like this with the letter CX underneath of it. Open CX, and you'll be presented with a Welcome to CX dialog. Click the Next button. If you already have a CX account, you can log in here. If you need an account, you need to click this link here, which will open up your browser and take you to the CX.com website where you can sign up for a new account. We highly recommend that you use your current school credentials. Once you set up your account, you will be presented with your dashboard, which once you have files on there, you'll be able to locate those files from any browser on any computer by going to the CX.com website and logging in. For our purposes, we're going to go ahead and quit Safari and then log in with the account we just set up. And then it's going to ask you, what should we call this computer? We highly recommend that you leave this as it is, but it's up to you. You can choose whatever you want. It should be populated with your current asset tag number. You click Next, and Finish. It's going to take you back to the CX.com website. You can go ahead and quit that. It's also going to have your CX.com preferences here. You can close that window. You're going to notice a CX.com folder appear on your desktop. To get your zip file into the folder, you simply click and drag into that folder. To monitor syncing, you click the CX icon, which appears in your menu bar, and you'll notice that it says syncing up one item. So you can either monitor this or continue working. CX will continue to sync up your file. Remember, CX is limited to 10 gigs worth of space, so if your zip file is larger than 10 gigs, you're going to have to use a different medium. Once the file has finished uploading, you will see a message that says all files synced. Keep in mind, again, that you are limited to 10 gig worth of space, and that if your file is extremely large, it could take some time to upload to CX.